illegal items were found in convenience shops, fewer than 300 were temporarily shut down by local authorities.
October 2025, not one city, not one street, not one morning, an entire month. Every UK police force operating simultaneously, every regional organised crime unit activated, Home Office Immigration Enforcement, Trading Standards, HMRC, and Companies House, all moving through the same doors, on the same intelligence, under the same national command. 2,734 premises visited and raided. 924 individuals arrested. Over £10.7 million in suspected criminal proceeds seized. And £2.7 million worth of illicit goods, vapes, cigarettes, cannabis, counterfeits, destroyed before they could reach another child, another customer, another community that had no idea what was being sold to them. This is Operation Machinise 2, not a theory, not a policing priority document. A month-long, wall-to-wall, nationwide enforcement operation the NCA itself has described as the largest of its kind ever conducted in the United Kingdom. And the British public has barely been told it happened. Before we go through every layer, what was found inside those 2,734 premises, who was arrested, who was safeguarded, why Companies House is now investigating 450 of the businesses raided, and what the government has announced will happen next, let's be honest. This operation got a press release and a news ticker. Nobody joined the dots. Nobody explained what a vape shop in Bradford has to do with a drug trafficking network in South London, or why the barber next to your favourite cafe might be washing money that started as heroin. That's why British Front Media exists. Subscribe now, because what follows is the complete picture. Reason number 1. Operation Machinise 2 was the largest economic crime operation on Britain's high streets in history. And it ran for the entire month of October across every corner of the UK. Every single police force in the United Kingdom participated. Every regional organised crime unit, Home Office Immigration Enforcement, Trading Standards, HMRC, and Companies House all embedded officers inside a joint operational cell hosted by the NCA for the duration of the operation. The targets were not random, they were intelligence-led. Barbershops, vape stores, nail bars, American candy shops, car washes, convenience stores, sweet shops, and money service bureaus, identified through months of pre-operational work as businesses being used to conceal the origins of criminal cash. What officers found when they went inside defied what most people picture when they hear high street shop. Illegal vapes in their tens of thousands, millions of untaxed cigarettes, cannabis on premises, workers with no legal right to be in the country, and cash in tills, in backrooms, in accounts that did not belong to the businesses declaring it. In West Yorkshire alone, under the same operation, officers seized over 450,000 illicit cigarettes, 42.5 kilograms of illegal rolling tobacco, more than 5,200 illegal vapes, over 250 counterfeit clothing items and counterfeit Labubu dolls across Leeds, Wakefield, Bradford, Kirklees and Calderdale. That is one county, in 1 month, inside one operation. Reason number 2. 111,097 illegal vapes, 4.5 million illegal cigarettes, and 622 kilograms of illegal tobacco were removed in October alone. Products specifically designed to evade duty, harm children, and generate criminal cash. These are not minor infractions. These are not technicalities. The removal of 111,097 illegal vapes, 4.5 million cigarettes, and 622 kilograms of illegal tobacco, equaling £3.4 million in evaded duty taxes, from Britain's high streets in a single month represents a cash criminal economy operating at industrial scale, hiding behind legal-looking shopfronts. The illicit tobacco and vape trade is not a victimless sideline. It is a primary revenue stream for criminal networks that use the same business fronts to launder drug money, house trafficked workers, and access the legitimate financial system through declared sales that never actually happened, and these products are being sold to children. Linda Davis, head of West Yorkshire Trading Standards, was direct on this point. Those involved in selling illegal tobacco and vapes are often selling to children too. unregulated nicotine products with no age verification sold by businesses that are simultaneously laundering drug proceeds from operations happening several postcodes away. Reason number 3. 97 potential victims of modern slavery were safeguarded in the first Machinize operation alone, and the second phase confirmed the link between high street businesses and trafficking is systemic. This is the detail that separates Machinize from any ordinary trading standards sweep. The first iteration of the operation, conducted in April 2025 across 265 premises, saw 97 individuals safeguarded in relation to potential modern slavery. People found working inside cash businesses under conditions that triggered immediate modern slavery referrals. A further 55 were questioned about immigration status. 2 cannabis farms, 150 plants total, were found inside or connected to premises that from the outside looked like ordinary retailers. Rachel Herbert, director of the National Economic Crime Centre at the NCA, confirmed what officers were finding with every warrant. We have seen links to drug trafficking and distribution, organised immigration crime, modern slavery and human trafficking, firearms, and the sale of illicit tobacco and vapes. The barbershop that launders cocaine money is frequently the same barbershop where a trafficked worker sleeps in the back room and hands over their wages to someone who controls their documents. These are not parallel crimes. They are one network, operating from one address. Reason number 4. Over 450 companies have been referred to Companies House for investigation because the criminal high street economy has been registering fake businesses for £12 with no verification. This is the structural vulnerability that Operation Machinize was specifically designed to expose. Setting up a UK company through Companies House has historically taken just minutes and cost £12, with no robust verification of directors, no scrutiny of shareholders, and nominee shareholding routinely exploited to conceal who actually owns and controls a business. Criminal networks have been exploiting this gateway systematically, registering companies that appear legitimate, opening bank accounts in their names, and using declared business revenue to launder proceeds from drug supply, people smuggling, and fraud. Operation Machinize 2 alone generated over 450 referrals to Companies House for further investigation, each one a company whose registration documents, declared ownership, or financial activity raised enough red flags under operational scrutiny that investigators flagged it for deeper examination. 341 referral notices for illegal working and renting were also issued, meaning businesses face fines of up to £60,000 per illegal worker, and landlords face fines of up to £20,000 per tenant found liable. The enforcement architecture is finally catching up to the incorporation loophole. But the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act 2023's reforms to Companies House do not fully come into force until late 2026, meaning sophisticated criminal actors have had over a year of advance warning to adapt. Reason number 5. The NCA estimates £12 billion in criminal cash is generated in Britain every year, with £1 billion of it laundered specifically through these high street businesses. This is the financial scale that puts 924 arrests and £10.7 million seized in their correct context. The NCA's own calculation is that at least £12 billion in criminal cash is generated in the UK every year, with £1 billion of that cleaned specifically through high street cash-intensive businesses, the mini-marts, barbers, vape stores, nail bars, and sweet shops that appear on every town centre high street in the country. The mechanism is straightforward. Criminal cash from drug supply, fraud, or trafficking is mixed with declared legitimate sales, banked as business revenue, and recycled into the financial system as clean money. The dirty cash enters, clean funds come out. The business on the corner is the washing machine. £10.7 million seized in a single month is significant. Against £1 billion laundered through these businesses every year, it represents approximately 1% of the annual throughput. That is not a reason to dismiss Operation Machinize. It is a reason to understand exactly why Security Minister Dan Jarvis described the criminality it targets as one that risks the future of the British High Street, and why the government's response has escalated from enforcement operations to permanent institutional infrastructure. Reason number 6. The government has now launched a £30 million high street organised crime unit, and HMRC has announced 30,000 enforcement interventions for 2026 to 27, because 1 month's operation was not enough. This is where Machinize's true significance becomes clear. The operation was not the end point. It was the proof of concept that forced the government to make this permanent. In May 2026, the Home Office launched the new High Street Organised Crime Unit, backed by £30 million in funding over 3 years, bringing HMRC, trading standards, immigration enforcement, the NCA, and policing together under a single coordinated command structure specifically dedicated to Britain's criminal high street economy. 75 new officers are being recruited across the NCA, Greater Manchester Police, West Midlands Police, and a joint Kent and Essex unit. Trading Standards is receiving £6 million in additional funding. Officer training is being rolled out nationwide to identify suspicious businesses. And HMRC's message, delivered publicly in June 2026 through its Treasury Minister Dan Tomlinson, could not have been clearer. Owners of dodgy shops that are evading tax, we are coming for you. More than 30,000 enforcement interventions are planned for 2026 to 2027. Unannounced visits, tax investigations, seizures, warning letters, and full organised crime prosecutions targeting not just the person behind the counter, but the controlling minds behind the network. The directors who register companies and dissolve them, the people who supply the illegal stock, the accountants who sign off the fraudulent returns. So here is where Britain stands in June 2026. Operation Machinize 2, the largest high street economic crime operation in British history. 2,734 premises raided, 924 people arrested, £10.7 million in criminal proceeds seized, 111,097 illegal vapes destroyed, 4.5 million illegal cigarettes off the streets. 97 modern slavery victims safeguarded in the first phase alone. 450 companies referred to Companies House for investigation. £1 billion in criminal cash laundered through these businesses every year. And now a permanent £30 million unit, 75 new officers, 30,000 planned HMRC interventions, and a government that has finally accepted that the barbershop you walk past every morning is not just a barbershop. The raids will keep coming. The question is whether they reach the people who are actually running these networks, the ones who never stand behind a counter, never touch the vapes, never appear on a payroll, or whether, as has been the pattern for years, the workers face the consequences while the architects collect the next week's takings from a different postcode. Subscribe to British Front Media.